Okay guys, today I'm doing quite a short video on what to do when your leopard gecko is shedding. It's a short video because really there isn't much to it. So it's actually quite surprising how many people freak out because the gecko they just got has turned white and they don't know why. This is definitely something you should probably know before getting a gecko, that they shed their skin and that they eat it. And a lot of people miss it because they can do it at night really quickly and leave no evidence because they've eaten all the skin. Today, Minnie is about to shed her skin. Now I would say, especially if your gecko is new, leave them alone when they're shedding their skin. Don't pick them up like I am, but Minnie is 9 this year, so she's used to me by now. But definitely if they're new, just leave them alone. And what I do is, this is Minnie's cold hide, and you may know that the cold hide and the moist hide double up in their tanks. You may have two separate hides and that's perfectly fine, but what I do around this time is I just get my spray bottle of water and spray in these hides. So I'll put this hot hide back over Minnie. Basically what I do is spray on this corner, the water will actually come out. So the floors were, this will help with their feet. The feet are so annoying. Then I put this back because she's oh no, wrong way around. She's probably going to go in that hide now, and just spray in here so the water's on the walls, because you'll notice they rub against the walls a lot when they're trying to get the skin off. They also might have a little drink whilst they're in there. You gonna go in there, Minnie? I think she's confused. So let me just spray it a little bit more. Be out of water. So that makes a nice little moist hide. She might go in there now. Now if they are shedding in the daytime, don't be alarmed if they just stay in the hot hide, because you know that's where the warmth is and that's what they want. But sometimes you might find them in a cold hide, in a moist hide. And if they're at night, they'll be all over the place. You might find them rubbing their face against the hide, trying to rip it. Perfectly normal, and of course if they're eating it, that's normal. Obviously step in if you think your gecko is having a bit of trouble getting the skin off, especially when they're trying to eat the skin but it hasn't detached from the rest of the body, so it's like halfway being swallowed but it's still attached to them. That way you just want to rip the skin so they can continue to actually eat it. Obviously after shedding, the most common place that they get skin stuck on is on their feet, and it is a pain. Even after nearly 10 years of having geckos, I still have to deal with this. It is definitely really annoying. And as you can see, Gizmo shed this morning and she has some skin on her feet. So once I find that they are fully done with shedding, they've gone back and slept, you know, because you'll notice when they're in the shedding mode, like I just call it the shedding mode, they're just focusing on removing all the skin and eating it. Then they are relaxed, they go back to sleep. Once they've done that, once it looks like they are done shedding, done actually trying to remove it, that's when I step in and try to help remove the skin. Now I did do a video on how to remove it from their head if a little bit gets stuck on their head, and how to remove it from their toes, so I will put that video at the end. There's no point in me repeating myself, so you can click on that at the end. Before I go, it has been a few days since Minnie shed and she did perfectly fine, but what I thought I would mention, if there's anyone out there who has a leopard gecko or any other reptile that really struggles with shedding, I do know that there's a new product coming out, I think this month, called Shed Support, and I believe it's by Arcadia. And obviously there are many reasons why a gecko will, or any reptile will have a problem with shedding. So it can be poor hydration, it can be problems with humidity, but another reason it can be a lack of B and E vitamins, and I'm pretty sure this just replenishes those vitamins and might make it better for your gecko. I may try out that product, so look forward to that. Though I have to say, for the most part, most of my geckos have no problems with shedding. Like, they get it on their toes, but that's pretty common. You just have to make sure you remove them. But besides that, it's fine. But one thing I was thinking about, and I know I said this was a short video, but I was thinking in the wild, you know, obviously we put in moist hides and that for our geckos. I wonder what they do in the wild when they're shedding. Do they actively like seek out more humid areas or go near water a lot more? Like, I think some people have really stereotypical views of some of the countries that leopard geckos are found in. So Pakistan, Iran, North India, they have this kind of view that you would see on the news, like a war zone, a sandy place. It's like, okay. But if you look up some of those landscapes in those countries, they are incredible. And it really makes me wonder whether leopard geckos seek out certain areas to help with their shedding problems, because otherwise we would have loads of leopard geckos with no toes on walking around in the wild, and I don't think you see that too much. You'd probably see that in Petco, but not in the wild. So that's just a little thought of the day. But anyway, I know it's kind of dark here. I don't know why it's so dark. It's in the middle of the day, but Minnie's awake. It's very confusing. Anyway, I did say it's going to be a short video, and it's now kind of long. But thank you very much for watching, guys, and goodbye.